Welcome back to Franchise Hockey Manager 10 with the Montreal Canadiens return to glory. If you're last with us, you saw that we had a pretty bad finish this season. Just overall, not that great. We did a little bit worse than last year, even though I thought we were going to do that much better. If you're looking at it here, you can see that. There we go. Finished dead last in the Atlantic. 31 wins, 44 losses, and 7 overtime losses. 212 goals scored and 289 against with a differential of minus 77, which is probably the worst in the league. So goaltending and defense are definitely a focus that we're going to have to focus on for this year. Good thing that we have a bunch coming up. Rhinebackers coming back as well. Gooley as well. He's now a 2.5 star. Barron's 2.5, 3 star. Mayu is going to be a 4 star, and then we have Harris as well to close that up. But nothing really standing out, so we probably do need to focus a little bit more on defense. If something comes up in the draft early on, we're gonna probably try and grab one of those, because if you look at it here, even in terms of like our prospects, we have a bunch of 5 stars coming in, which are forward based. So we don't really have that. I think Lane Hudson next year is coming up, but he's a 2 star currently. But we definitely need like a 5 star, I find. We're going to look at our transactions recently. If you look at it, we just end up signing players. We extended Benson for 2 years. Lindstrom, who we're probably going to end up getting rid of as well. And then Slavkovsky, 3 years, 6 mil. Matheson, 2 year, 8.5. And then Jacob Malik is for 3 years at just a low 1 million. And then we extended another one of our defenders. But I don't think we didn't make any trades or anything like that, so or any pickups. Yeah, nothing comes up as of yet. But a quick look at our roster here. We'll look at current ability first. So you have Cole Caulfield, Slavkovsky, and Suzuki as our top 3 guys, and then you have Lafreniere, Benson, Doc, who I think we're gonna get rid of because he's just not living up to his potential. And if we can switch him for maybe like a 3.5 star defense, we'll probably do that. Even if we have to give like a little bit more of a kicker, so we're gonna start shopping for a top 2 defensemen, or so hopefully we can do that before it's too late and we have another wasted season on us. If you look at the draft next. Here we are currently at the draft lottery. We are the bottom 3 team, so hopefully we can end up getting a top spot or just stay the same. I'm okay with 3, if as long as we don't end up jumping down to like 5. But I feel as though karma might be against us here. Oh, well, no matter what, we're not gonna end up losing, so that's good. Yeah, 3 is good for us. I don't even know who the prospects are, so hopefully we can move our way to the draft, and I don't think there's a top defenseman that's waiting for us. Yeah, we'll just take a look at who's there, and it actually might work out perfect. Alex Huang is the top 3 player. We definitely need a defenseman, and he's projected to be top 16, but I think we're going to take him here. As long as nothing shady ends up happening here. Misa should be first, and then Gavin second, and then Huang third, so that we can grab him. A right D as well will definitely help us as well. So we'll do the first pick. So Misa's first, Gavin second, which then leaves us for Huang. And just like that, our defense is on its way. We probably need to find a goalie as well, and probably another defenseman for the future. We'll just do a pick till human here. And then Brigley. I remember seeing that name. Brigley. Projected 159, but he's at the top of the charts as well. Zachary Morin is the guy that we want, though. I've got him in previous years. And he was projected to apparently be number 2, so even though we don't need centers, we're still gonna do it. And then I see a bunch of defensemen leave as well, so we're probably gonna have to start scoping that out. Right D again, Prudhomme, another attacking defenseman. I don't know if we really need him though. Projected to be 58th. You know what? We do need a defenseman. I don't see any goalies at the top. I was looking briefly at all the other teams and their needs for goalies and stuff like that. I didn't see anything that really. Oh, Will Sharp, 78. We do need a lefty. I think we're just gonna pick him. We're just gonna pull the trigger there. Who cares about the next pick available? Or like the best pick available. We just need to fill our needs right now. Talon Brigley, I think we looked at him. 159. Joe Connor, 203. Yeah, scouting still is being an issue here. A bunch of prospects that aren't even projected to do anything. We'll probably have to rely on our scout. Here this guy's at 24. Let's see if there's goalies. Top goalie is Jakovic, or Jack Ivankovic. Wow, I just blended the names together. Clearly it's been a long day. 185. Jacob Gibbons. Nothing. Oh, let's look at actually the draft order. How about that? Alright, Gavel is this number 2, 195. So you know what? We might have to pull the trigger and grab this guy now. And we'll probably have a pick soon anyways. As long as they're young enough, it should be good for us. Let's change the filter. Potential-wise, Wrigley's still at the top. Joe Connor, but he's 20 and doesn't really look that great. Tom's we end up looking at as well. Owen King, looks okay. None of these prospects are really jumping out at us. King was the top guy. Tom's is the other. Alright, let's go safe. Lajoie. I mean, Lajoie doesn't look too bad, but again, if we can find a load up on defense. Connor Schmidt here. Stamina's good, professionalism's good, passing's good. Yeah, we're gonna go for Connor Schmidt. And he's a captain, it kind of helps out. Might look at more and after. Just to see if he's the same as... Oh no, he's not the same as the other one. Still a bunch of 4 stars. Tanner Adams. Alright, we're gonna grab this guy. Maybe not. 19? I thought he'd be better than that, but he is playing in college. He's at least good enough for that. 19. Let's see Hopkins. You know what? We're grabbing Hopkins. Yeah. Overall 31. He looks pretty impressive. Much better than all the other ones. It's like we're having to scout through scouting. Okay. Denoyer. Pick 32. That's what they projected him as. Balance alright, his leadership's pretty good. Puck handling, up and down the winger. His face-off's good. No, we'll take a chance on him because it's like the 4th round anyways. Let me just double check that it was Henderson. No, it wasn't. I was about to pick the wrong guy. It is... Who was it? Bowler? No. Oh, the 18-year-old. What am I talking about? Let's just double check. There we go. He is currently out with a fractured skull for months, so... That's kind of unfortunate for us. Tyson. Shooting range is good. Shutdown defenseman. We might want him. Just to kind of take a chance on him, as long as he's not gone. I think he's gone. Oh no, he's not. Yeah, we need this guy. We'll take Harvey next after this. Tanner Adams still at the top. Nolan Newton. That doesn't look too bad. Yeah, we'll pick him. He looks like he could. He's 18. Probably a good decision to grab him. Let's check this guy out. He's probably trash. Trash. All right. We'll do Tanner Adams. They say that he's supposed to be good. Oh no, never mind. I was so low on the thing. 203 Joe Connor, Tom's King. All between, you know, Adams is at least a 1 star. I think I'm next too. I got 2 straight away. We want to just risk it on Brigley at 159. Doesn't look good. Fringe player has potential to be a top player. I kind of doubt that. Newton's the only other guy that I can see that maybe we... No, we'll probably grab Brigley. Just because he's the most recent rank guy that we see. Still 6th round. Joe Connor, no, we'll leave that. Foley. Screening, that's the kind of player he looks like. 91, yeah, we'll do that. We'll take Foley, we'll take the 18-year-old. And lefty, there we go. William, yep. Mick Isaac. Currently playing the WHL. We'll grab that guy. 6'3". Done. And then still 6th round. We had a ton of picks. Jeez, this is taking forever. Henderson here. Lacus. Yeah, we'll take Lacus. I was about to take someone else. Alright, we got Lacus now, and then maybe Flanagan. Oh my god, why didn't we take Flanagan before? Flanagan, done. 17 too. We'll take Flanagan, Edut. Take Edut after. Or Odut. Odut's still there. Or this guy. Shooting range is pretty good. Jan Golicic, or Golicic. Defense rating is pretty shit. What about this guy? Puck handling looks pretty good. Speed looks good. Yeah, we'll grab him instead. Chiatare. Oh, I guess that's it. Oh, that sucks. Guess we'll leave them probably for next year. So let's see how they end up rating this draft for us. Hopefully it's not too bad. I don't think there's anyone good enough to sign right away. But I could be wrong. Could be what yeah, probably the top two might get signed though, if I had to guess. They didn't want this. Oh my god. Okay. Apparently we had the best draft again. Alex Huang will probably be able to play for us next year. So we'll look at our prospects after. Zachary Morin, hopefully after like a month or two, it gives us a better idea of how well players are going to be. We end up getting the most, so obviously it makes sense why you would have us as the top. Jordan Gavin looks like he can probably start. And same with Misa. They're probably going to sign him. Rantanen ends up signing $47.5 million contract. Yours is that? 5 years, Jesus, $10 million a year. Oh, Chitrin ends up signing with them instead of us. What a jerk. Gavin McKenna is the top draft for the next one, and Verhoff is second. Daxton Rudolph. So if we might end up trying to get rid of one of our players for a top pick. Maybe Kirby Doc we end up getting rid of for a top pick for next year, or just for a number one. And then hopefully we can get that. But it already looks like Huang's good enough to start for us, but we're obviously not going to do that. And then especially at 17, that would be a bit presumptuous. But looking at our team now, we do have a decent amount of prospects as defensemen. So hopefully that's going to help us over the next a little while. Here's a quick look at the transactions that we end up doing throughout the offseason. The biggest one of note is getting Jake Ottinger for $7.8 million over 6 years, which is huge since he was asking for $11 million beforehand. So we I think he then was asking for $8 million something, and then we just talked him down to around $7 million, which is pretty good in terms of goalies in this game. I think he's the best goalie in the game. So just slingshots us a lot better than what we were before. And then immediately after, we end up trading away Mrazek for a 5th round pick to Colorado. So we just kind of just dumped that. And then we end up deciding to get rid of Doc and Struble for a 6th and a 5th for Carolina Hurricanes first. And then we end up signing Lucas Fisher. And then we end up sending him immediately to OHL because he was 18, I think. Yeah, 19. He was 18 at the time, so we sent him to the OHL to marinate a little bit and get better. And then Kovalchuk we just end up sending down, or Konovalchuk. And then same thing with Vincent Rohr. And then we end up trading for Spencer Gill, who was apparently doing well in the preseason, but or at least that's what I saw. He was impressing, but then I traded for him, and then it showed that his stats were pretty terrible. But he looks like he can do everything here. So for the future, it looks like it's a good decision for us moving forward. Just because I don't even know what kind of pick he was. He was a 2nd round pick from Arizona, but I was looking at our depth as well. And it looks like a bunch of our players are now doing worse in terms of their projected potential. So that kind of sucks. Philip Massar as well is way below what we think. And then, oh no, that's Sean Monahan. I thought that was Celebrini. Celebrini went down half a star. Demidov is the same. And yeah, well, Yelonen's going to go down. And then Beck ended up going from like a 5-star to a 3.5-star. So that kind of sucks in terms of that. But a quick look at the lines that we're going to end up having. Going over this season, we switched Owen Beck to go on the wing now. Probably maybe just for the season, but we'll see. Um, so Beck, Monahan, and Gallagher on our last line. That's pretty good. I think it's probably the best fourth line in the NHL. Ylonen, Suzuki, and McCarty are on the third line, and then we have Lafreniere, Demidov, and Philip Massar, and then Cole Caulfield, Benson, and Slafkovsky. Top defense is Matheson and Reinbacher, Caden Gooley and Mayu, who's still not. I think he's going up like one every so often in terms of quarterback. And then Harris and Barrow are going to be our last one, and then we have Ottinger and Malik as our starting team, our backup goalie. But if you look at it, it shows that our greatest strength is a goalie, and then our weakest is right D and center, which seems kind of odd since I don't know. I thought that our center had a decent amount of depth, but I guess they don't. So that kind of sucks for that. Waivers are about to happen, so we're gonna end up doing that. Play the first couple games, and then we'll just slingshot towards halfway through the season. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe right defender ends up coming up through waivers that we can claim, and hopefully that means that we can get someone. Oh, we did try and trade. Oh yeah, Luke Hughes. This was dirty. I hate this. If I were to have known that all you had to do was trade away a second round pick that's not going to be very good for Luke Hughes, I would have done it. Any trade that I end up trying to do, nothing close to that ends up happening, which is pretty annoying. Yeah, we're probably not projected to do anything. We're a dark horse for goalie though, so maybe that means that we might do something. Training camp development, I don't know how. I think that's a little old. Yeah. Luxury box sales, we did well with that. I will show the one thing that. Let's see if. Oh, you can claim it. Okay, let's see if there's anyone actually good. Nope. No, probably not good enough for us. Lefty. Lefty. Right wing. Center, no. No. Nope. There's nothing that I see here that's anything enticing. Oh, well, that's a different Gibson. Dawes would have been a good. He would have been a good backup if I knew they were just trying to get rid of him. But one of the things that we ended up doing throughout the finances is we did, for the annual one, no change in terms of price. We did add seats. I think we end up adding, I think 1,000 standing room capacity, and then I converted some to luxury boxes as well. Normal maintenance, and then very heavy on marketing spending, and raised development bonus by 3, and then just left everything else the same. So hopefully that ends up helping us with development. Owen Beck wants to switch his numbers. Yeah, no problem. And our first game's against Columbus. This will set the tone whether or not our team's actually going to be good or bad this season. I'll have to look at where Columbus is projected, though. And that will kind of tell us. And then again, we'll play until we win. Hopefully it doesn't take as long to do as last time. Or we'll play until our streak is done. Either way. Oh, Kaj, I remember him going on waivers. Let's hope for the best here. And 3-1 loss right off the bat. Cole Caulfield at least getting his goal out of the way. That's good. Let's see what they're projected, though. They're projected as a rebuild, so that's not a good start. Losing the first game away is not good. Hopefully we can beat Capitals. Looks like they might have a back-to-back game, though. But at least so far we're in 5th, which is way better than what we were last year. Point streak ends. That's weird. Hellish. Again, it wouldn't let me claim him anyways. Just through that. There we go. First win there. Not too bad. Phil Massar, Demidov, and Suzuki. Cole Caulfield getting a second, Slakowski and Monahan, and then Monahan, Barrow, and Gallagher. So far, so good. Not seeing everything from our prospects though, but so far so good. One win, one loss. That's probably the best that we could have hoped for now. Then we got Boston. I'm imagining we're going to probably lose to Boston though. But I think we'll probably do maybe the first 10 games. Since we didn't end up losing the first one, or sorry, since we didn't end up losing the second one, might as well kind of play it off and see. Dwayne Bucher. I mean, based on everything, we might have to rethink our strategy for next year. 5-3 loss. I don't think we beat them in a while. Slakowski ends up getting a hat trick in the loss. So that's kind of that's good and bad, I guess. But it looks like he's finally starting to produce into the player that apparently was supposed to be. So top selling jerseys on your top. Gavin McKenna. Okay. Then here, let's bump this up. Still 1 and 2, probably not the start that we wanted. I don't think San Jose Sharks are supposed to be good. So hopefully there's something in that. Delete everything. Might have to rejig our lines if things aren't 3-0 loss. All right, I gotta check. If they're rebuilding, they're in a rebuild too. 1 and 3 is not the start that I thought we were gonna do. So that's upsetting. But hopefully it's just more cohesion to get everyone on the same page. But I might have to reshuffle the lines after, depending on whether or not we win against Washington. We might have to reshuffle our lines. So much waiver activity. It's kind of crazy. Here, let's reshuffle it now. Benson Demidov getting sent. No. Okay. We'll do this then. And there we go. Still want development though. Reinbacker, Mayu, still same. And immediately makes a huge difference. Slavkovsky getting bare goals, jeez. Benson finally getting his first. That was huge, but I think Washington's supposed to be terrible. They haven't won yet. 5 games in, 2 and 3, 4 points. Still at the bottom. It looks like our division is going to be very difficult to pass anyways, so we're going to hopefully get the last wildcard spot is what I think this season's probably going to be. And hopefully get to see what playoff hockey looks like. Tysak home. Yeah. Well, that's great. So we're probably gonna have to shuffle again for the next game. But yeah, Buffalo's not a very good team either. So just moved into last place because of that. And it looks like Malik is going to have to be the starter for this game. Cole Caulfield is tired as well. This is gonna hurt a lot. And 2-5. Oh my god. At least McCarty ends up getting a goal. So is Beck. So at least there's that. But 3 more games and then we fast forward. But it doesn't look like a promising start. It looks like it looks like teams are doubling us already in terms of points. It's gonna be hard to get that last playoff spot. Thought Oninger would do a little bit more for us, but 5-2 losses is probably defense. I'm sure it's not him. I'm going to assume that's not him, but it's probably us. It's not you, it's me. So we'll Philly and then Arizona. Let's see. Oh, they put Lafreniere back on the... Kind of don't like Lafreniere on the top right, though. 4-2. Guess they know more than me. Lafreniere finally getting his first goal. Cole Caulfield getting his 5th. Demidov getting his 2nd, and then Owen Beck getting his 2nd. Where's Philly? Philly's actually 4-1, so I mean, not too bad. Arizona's on the bottom, so if we end up losing to this is going to be pretty telling in terms of where we are. But 4-2 is exactly the kind of scores that we want to start putting up. Especially since we saw how bad we ended up doing. Let's take a quick look, actually. In terms of our goal differential. Currently we're sitting at -5, but we are producing, though. Just that conceding way too much. 3-1. So those are the ones that we want. Logan Mailloux getting his 1st, Lafreniere getting his 2nd, McCarty getting his 2nd. So we are still a pretty young team, but hopefully towards the end of the season, everything starts getting fixed. But I'd say if anything, if we're rebuilding, this is the last year of the rebuild. So, but Oninger with 4 wins so far means that he's top 8 in the league. So, I mean it's not too bad. Then we got New Jersey for our last game here, and then we will 4-1 loss. Yeah. This year, and then the only person that scored was Cole Caulfield. Fantastic. Why would... No. Alright, no, we'll play these last 2. We can't end on a loss. So either the New Jersey or the Ottawa one is the one that we're going to push forward through. But we're one of the only teams to have 10 games. I think last year we ended up having a lot less games than other teams. So, all right, should have gone for a team with Cale Makar or something. 5-3. There we go. All right. Reinbacker, Cole Caulfield. Cole Caulfield is officially not broken, guys. So quick look after 11 games. Look at the summary as well. Let's look at the grades. So far, Monahan and Beck are doing terrible. Same thing with Massar. I'd say 50s are definitely not something that we want, but surprisingly, other players are doing pretty decent. Cole Caulfield with 12 points in 11 games. Matheson with 11 in 11, so it's good to see him healthy. Suzuki with 10 and 11. Sikorsky with 8 points in 11 games. And then Lafreniere with 8 and 11 as well. So far, no injuries. So that's a bonus, but Benson has now kind of dropped. We're going to have to do something about that. We're going to have to put him somewhere. I have him as playmaker right now. We're going to have to, yeah, we'll have to sort something out. But there's no way that we want to give up on Benson this year. We did just sign him to a 2-year deal, so we are pretty invested into him. But we'll end up looking at this later and hope for the best at the trade deadline. And fast forward to the trade deadline, we didn't really make any changes. I'll kind of show it to you in a sec, but we did have a massive turnaround. We currently are sitting in third in the Atlantic, which is pretty huge. Just a bit above 500 in terms of our record. But I guess it's a rebuild no more. It looks like it's in full swing. Take a quick look at any of the transactions that we end up doing. Um, we end up actually getting a Nico Dawes on waivers, which is huge for us. So his mental is huge, but he's going to be a great backup for this year. His contract's pretty good too. So overall, it was an amazing thing. So finally, our goalies are getting sorted out. But yeah, nothing traded away or anything like that. Just players sent down. I haven't taken a look at how our AHL team is doing quite yet. But so far, yeah, we only have 47 points in 62 games from Cole Caulfield. It seems as though we're just not producing at nearly the same level that we should, but Slavkovsky is having a career year now, so it's really showing how good he could be in the next couple years. He is only 21. I kind of forgot that. And then Suzuki at 26 with 45 points in 64 games. Matheson as well with 37. And then there's just a huge drop off. Lafreniere kind of having a down year, I guess. He could still make it back, but unfortunately, it's not really doing things. Zach Benson looks like he's going to have a little bit of a slump as well this year, but as long as his overall starts going up, we should be good. Quick look at how our goalies are doing. You're only really going to be able to see the one because Dawes. Oh, I guess Dawes played for us once. Okay, it's going to show that. 32 wins in 56 games, 3 OT losses, and currently with a 2.79 goals against average and a 912 save percentage. There has been a couple games that have been a worry. If you end up looking at when was it? I think it was back in January. They were massive, or December. They're massive losses. We lost 10 or 11-3 to Vegas, and then immediately lost 10-2 to Toronto, and then lost again to Anaheim, but 2-1, which is still kind of weird. If you end up looking at, I guess, more of the standings in terms of wild card, though we are, we're still negative 32. Those two games probably do not help with all of that. But with 70 points, we do have a little bit of a cushion above Boston Bruins and Toronto and Red Wings. So that should help us a little bit moving forward. Hopefully it's not going to hurt us too much. I will want to look at how our AHL team's doing, though. We did send a couple of our prospects down there. So looks like Bo Jelsma is doing the best. Lashko is doing second best with, well, they're still not even really producing a point per game. And then where is Lekermacki? Lekermacki's kind of fallen off. That trade has clearly not done anything for us. He was probably the problem staying in the NHL for us last year with a grade of 59. But so far that trade by getting rid of a bunch of our players, Sasha Boisverd ended up being the player that we end up, or the pick that we end up losing. But he looks like he's a 4.5-star potential. So when you look at it even more, it was a terrible deal. It was bad. I'm gonna take a quick look at how our goalies are doing. Dichov 8-20, and then kind of both of our goalies aren't doing the greatest for that. See if I can see any transactions here. Oh, it's not going to show me that. Yeah, it's not going to show me that. Yeah, it won't do that. But we'll kind of play, I guess, a couple games here, just to kind of see how we're doing, in terms of. Oh, I guess I didn't want Nico Haas to start this one, but he ends up getting his first win for us. Demidov gets a goal. Suzuki, Benson getting his 10th, and then Suzuki getting his 16th, which then puts us into the top 3 spot, almost the top 2 spot. We have one game at hand against Tampa, so hopefully we can solidify that, because I'd rather home field advantage than obviously facing away the whole time. At least it would give us an upper leg on any of the what is it? What am I thinking of? The wild card picks. Thank you, as I clearly forget what I'm talking about. But here are the lines. Lafreniere ends up slotting back up. Looks like Monahan's not too happy, but his grade's been a 59 this year. We pretty much only have him on our team for cap dump, and then we just end up getting obliterated by Panthers. So that's not what we really wanted to see here. So that's kind of unfortunate. Abdominal strain. Hopefully he's back for our next game. But still, one game in hand, and then we face Washington, who is at the bottom. So this game would be huge for us. Then we have Florida again after, so we can redeem ourselves, but we have to go all the way away to do that. Spencer Gill has a memorable night, so that's good. 9-2, 4 assists, 24 minutes of ice time. So it looks like he won't be playing. And then just comes at the good time where we had Barron that just came back. Six three, there. That's what we like. Demidov gets his 8th, 9th, and McCarty ends up getting his 7th. And now Kapanen insert. Jeez. Guess Monahan's gonna get his big break now. So we'll play the next 2 or 3 games and kind of see where we end up. We just end up getting the top spot there, or sorry, the second spot there from Tampa. So then we have Florida and Vegas, and then after that we'll end up simming towards the end of the season to hopefully see that we end up making the playoffs. But it looks like we should. None of the prospects look that great. Yeah, it looks like we should with, I think the next team is Carolina, and Panthers end up holding it right now. And is there redemption? No, there's not. We lost 2 straight to them. At least this one's in overtime, so we both get points. But still, that's pretty terrible. And yeah, we're still at 75 though. But it looks like Panthers are breathing down Tampa's neck there. And we got Vegas and Anaheim, so we'll do those 2, and then we'll fast forward for a little bit. Hopefully our players are back now. There. Alright, Harris still out, Kapanen's still out, so it's going to be the same team moving forward here. And we end up getting redemption off of that 11-3 loss. So that's good. Demidov gets his 10th, 11th, and then Suzuki gets his 18th. That's all we needed. Someone else scored, but I definitely missed that. And then we'll have to start Dawes for this one. Harris looks like he's back soon. And let's hope that Dawes can get his 2nd win here for us. And he cannot. Embarrassing loss, 5-2. Suzuki and Slavkovsky end up getting the 2 points for us. So fast forward now to the end of the season. So here's how the season ended up. We finished in 2nd place. We managed to win by 2 points over Tampa Bay. Thank God. So it looks like we're going to be facing Tampa Bay with home ice advantage against them. We finished with the same amount of wins, but we managed to at least get 2 overtime losses more than they did. So we at least pushed till regulation. But if you look at it, we're still minus 36. Like, it's probably one of the worst in the league when you look at it. Too bad I can't click it and then then it does it. But yeah, 36 is I think I see 44, 37, 40 and 70. So we're bottom 5, but I think it's just the goaltending that pretty much did it for us. Um, because you look at 40 wins for Ottinger, those were all our wins. If he didn't end up starting, we probably wouldn't have done anything with it. So all our losses were pretty much from other players or from our backup goalie. But it ended up with Caulfield getting 62 points in 80 games, which is a little bit less than we would have expected. He's supposed to, he's supposed to be getting at least like 40 points, like how he did in year one. I don't know what's happened since then. And then you have Suzuki, who finished second with 59, just a little bit better than last year, but I still would expect a lot more. Slakowski ends up finally showing up 52 with 27 goals, which is pretty impressive. Matheson doing what he does, just being consistent, 42, and then 47 this year. And then Lafreniere ended up making a little bit better, still kind of around the 40 range. For $5 million a year, he should be doing a lot more than that. And then Lise Benson ended up redeeming himself a little bit. As long as he just keeps developing, we should be good. And then Gallagher with 31 points. That's pretty much what ends up happening. But our goalies, like we were showing you, there's nothing really you can say. 40 wins in 70 games is pretty huge. And then the 9/11 save percentage is even bigger. So we'll take a look at this. I meant to show it to you guys before. So we'll look at anyone that ended up getting drafted this year, and we'll go back a couple years to kind of see what ended up happening with them. But so far, of the people that were drafted last year, or this year that just passed, you have Schaefer here, who ended up getting 40 points in 80 games as a left defender. He was drafted 7th overall. I don't know how we didn't notice that guy, since we desperately needed defensemen. And then two all defensemen, actually. That's insane. So the top players that have been drafted from, or that have produced points, are all defenders. That's pretty remarkable. We'll go back the year before, see if anyone ended up. I know Demidov is having his rookie year now, and then you have Perek, who's at the top. I think this is his rookie year as well. Oh no, he had 2 years actually. Sorry. And then Chris Serafaro or whatever, and then Oremba, fractured thumb out. Okay, so that was the guy that he ended up getting drafted before that, and that was like the odd one that we ended up seeing. And then Masse, 44 in 82, and then here we have Demidov with 25 in 82. So, and a plus minus of 19, so that's not that great. Going back to the Bedard season, and then you have Bedard definitely like 100% leading the way. I don't know if they made the playoffs or not, but he is definitely going to be a force. And then Fantilli with 61 this year, but overall 169. And then Benson for us is the top 3 guy actually. So that's not too bad then. But he has played 245 games, so around the same as Bedard, but a third almost in terms of points. So that's kind of crazy. And then you have Reinbacher as there. So yeah, we'll push through everything. At least we're going to get a different look at how the playoffs are going to turn out instead of watching it from afar. Let's see if none of our players are nominated for anything. There's like an MVP for goalie, we would have definitely got that one, that's for sure. Kirby Doc will not get a no deal. How did he manage? 38 points in 82 games. So yeah, he did around the same of what we would have expected. So it's a good thing that we end up letting him go for the first round pick that we ended up getting. We just have to wait till we face Tampa Bay. I'm just hoping it's a clean sweep. But it's still good year 3 that we managed to at least push through. So that is good. At least it shows that we're working on the right direction. It would have been very disappointing if we had 3 straight rebuilding seasons and nothing to show for it. Still on my, he's already on my watch list. And then we have this guy. Not bad. So let's set our roster here. Monahan's out. There we go. Let's do this too. Alright, we'll have him, our assistant coach, dictate where everyone's playing. I don't know why Slikovsky's a screener, but we'll see. We'll see if that ends up making a difference in terms of this. Game 1, 5-2 win. Suzuki, Lafreniere showing up, and then Demidov showing up as well, only conceding at the very end. Boston leading 2-0. Looks like it's going to be an upset. Game 2, 4-0. That's what we like to see. Benson, Reinbacher, Cole Caulfield, and the guy that we brought up, Bo Gelsman. I think we, oh yeah, we put Kapanen ended up getting hurt, so he's been out. Montreal leads 2-0. And then Boston leads 3-0. New Jersey's leading 2-1. Let's take a quick look. It feels as though, oh no, New Jersey's still dominating. And then, yeah, Boston and then us. So hopefully we can take a 3-0, 5-4 loss. So not what we were hoping for. The more games that we play, the more likely we are to get injured players. Series tied 2-2. Series tied 2-2. Philly's up 2-1. Boston's up 3-1, so they didn't even get the sweep either. And then on our Western, Edmonton tied 2-2. Anaheim winning 2-1. Split between Chicago and Colorado. And St. Louis leading 3-0. Jeez. And then 5-4 the other way. There we go. OT. McCarty ends up getting his first. Then we didn't show up until the third, where Benson, Suzuki, and Caulfield end up all 3 getting goals, and then Caden Gooley gets the game winner there. Barrow's hurt. Bruised bone for a couple weeks. That is not ideal for us. We're probably gonna have to do another switch anyways. We're gonna delay it. Hopefully that doesn't end up costing us too much. St. Louis ends up cruising past Minnesota. And here we have a chance to finally make history and getting out of the first by defeating a known champ in the past. But still, 43 wins has been pretty good for us. Development report. Lane Hudson, who we're going to end up signing next year. Celebrini is going to come up as well. It's good to know that they're doing well. This guy, who we ended up getting in the second round this year, looks like he's producing very well for defense. So we'll probably bring him up as well. He looks like he's going to be a great get. Quarterback, exactly what we need. Actually, we probably need a stay-at-home defender more, but still. And everyone else developing decent. Connor Schmidt as well. 50 points in the WHL. That's pretty good. But a lot of our defenders seem to be producing, so that's pretty good. Spencer Gill might even come up with us next year as well. So hopefully we can do something with that. We just need to win this one. 7-2, we make it through. I'm not even going to try to say his name. Guli, Reinbacher, Philip Massar ends up finally getting a goal. And then Ruger, McRorty, Caulfield, and Demidov. We lead 4-1. And who did... Oh, Buffalo Sabres end up cruising through too, it looks like. Let's take a look. Vincent Danfus is going to be our pick no matter what. Teppo Nieminen. Yeah, Teppo. Nothing there. This guy's probably already drafted. All of him yet. Take a quick look at... Oh, it's still not done. So Red Wings have a chance, and then Boston Bruins have a chance. Boston ends up winning. So it looks like we might be playing Boston next then. So we're probably the top seed now. And then Philly ends up knocking out the Islanders. That is crazy. Edmonton and Detroit. Quick look at who we're playing. Is that our guy? This is our guy. That's kind of cool. Delete all that. Take a quick look. I think Edmonton's gonna win that one, and then it's probably, I think St. Louis might actually do it. And then for us, I think we might be able to squeeze past Boston. We had a decent record with them, I think, throughout the regular season. And then, oh, it looks like Detroit's already one ahead on Philly. We should probably switch our lines, though. Barron's still out. Here we go. So we end, throughout the regular season, we 1, 2, 3, and then we lost the first one. So hopefully it's more of the same. Hopefully we end up getting a 3, well, we get a 3-0 start. So Gooley, Benson, and Gallagher. And then Edmonton's winning as well. It's kind of split between the other two. Alright, let's see if we can push through it. 4-0. Oh my god. So 2 straight back-to-back shutouts. Suzuki, Benson, Beck, and then Benson again. I'm hoping we can sweep at least one of these. Edmonton's gonna sweep theirs, it looks like. Oh, damn. Okay. I think anytime that there's a 15-year-old 3-star, I'm gonna probably 16. I'll probably end up. Oh no, he's already on the list. That's really good stats. Alright, no injuries, guys. 4-3 loss. Damn. After 2 back-to-back shutouts. Sikorsky finally showing up, but too little too late. Oh, they're both rivalries, too. And then Edmonton cruises through. Detroit look like they're on their way to cruising through. Alright, let's see if we can redeem ourselves. 5-1 loss. Dear God. 2-2. We really need something here. Detroit is leading 3-2. We gotta beat our rivals. If we do anything, it's that. See if we can do it. 3-1. There we go. Let's get one more. Milton Massar, Cole Caulfield, Sikorsky, all showing up. 3-2 lead for Colorado as well. Tied 3-3 Philly. And let's see this. All the players are already... Oh. He already drafted? Ulmer? Is Boston drafted him. Braden Coots. I think all these guys are drafted. There's not much point to scouting them out then. See if we can finally beat Boston in Boston. And we do 5-2. Let's go. I thought they said this is a rebuild season. Jelma, Caulfield, Slakowski, and Lafreniere, and then Jelma getting the empty or the even strength one at the very end. Colorado leads too. And then Philly. Looks like we're facing Philly to see who ends up representing the East. This is huge. Take a quick look at how well our roster is doing so far in the offseason. So far, Sokovsky is doing well. 3 goals, 10 assists, all to Cole Caulfield with 11 points in 11 games. Same thing with Suzuki and Lafreniere, and Gouli is now showing up in the playoffs. That is fantastic, which is weird since where's Matheson's all the way down here. Then Demidov is getting at least half a point per game, and then Mayu is improving as well. Let's see, as quarterback isn't. Oh, he's now a crease clearing defender. That might be why he's doing a little bit better. But it looks like the AI knows a little bit better of what to put what players where. So starting off with our first loss. But during the regular season, we won, lost, and then won. So hopefully we can get back to winning ways. Philip Massar's hurt. How bad is it? Hip strain. So we can, maybe we can bring someone up. Don't know who to bring up. Not Leckermacki. He's hurt. Guess let's bring up him. This is unfortunate, but such is life, I guess. Alright, well he slots down at the bottom. Gelsma ends up slotting on the third line. Oh no, we're gonna have to probably do an adjustment again. So we lose the first game. And then hopefully Kapanen's back though. Change the lines. I'll continue. Change the lines before. Edmonton looks like they're gonna cruise through Avalanche. I thought Avalanche was gonna lose before, but it turns out they aren't. Justin Barrow almost ready to come back. Except for he's still not showing anything. I kind of hate when you lose people in the playoffs though. Kind of sucks. Alright, let's see if we can win this one. 3-0, that's what we like to do. McCarty, Benson, and Matheson all getting goals for us. So, let's see, Beaudin producing, there we go. I don't know who this guy is, let's watch that guy. Sam Black as well. Sure, all these guys are drafted though. Let's take a look at Jaden, see if he's drafted. Nope, not. So he might be drafted this year. That's pretty good. I don't remember seeing the OHL one. Looks like Colorado tied it up, just like us. So Barrow should be back soon. Know that if you need me doesn't mean anything. So now we take the lead 2-1. Ryan Backer and gets the other. Oh, extra time. I'm not even gonna try to say his name, but him showing up is fantastic. Kapanen ready for full contact. Hopefully you are ready to come back imminently. We need someone. And no changes again. Let's go. 5-2 loss. So now we're down. Yeah, we're tied now. Could have taken the lead, but unfortunately we screwed the pooch. Come on, Kapanen. 3-1 Edmonton. So that would be who either one of our teams are going to be playing. Hopefully it's us. 2-1 lead. We need one more, guys. One more and we end up making the final. Lafreniere and Demidov both getting the points there. 3-2 lead. Got an OT as well. Oh my god, hopefully he's back. We really need the speed. The need for speed. Take a look at him. Oh, and looks like Edmonton. So it's going to be a battle of Canada, potentially. Let's see. Let's see Cole Caulfield. No, not Cole Caulfield. Kapanen. Kapanen is good to go. Yeah, I guess Roar out. Let's see how well he's doing in the postseason, though. Not really doing anything, so that's good that we finally have him, and then Barrow's back as well. So everything's right as rain. My slots down to the bottom there. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can take it. Let's see if it's going to be a Battle of Canada. 5-3 win. Let's go. Let's go. From zero to hero right now. Benson having 7 goals in the playoffs. Where did this come from? Cole Caulfield now with 8. And then Slakowski and Gooley now with 4 and 5. So we lead. We end up winning the series 4-2. We'll take a quick look at how everyone's producing before we end up taking on Edmonton. Upset, win a playoff series against a team that finished ahead of you in the regular season. That is good start. We definitely didn't see that one before because we weren't making the playoffs. Hootson, I mean, I wish I could just bring him up now. Flanagan still, and then everyone, see if there's anything that pops up that's a bit more fun. Not seeing anything come up, so there's not much changes in terms of that. Ottinger and Cole Caulfield both getting their jerseys understood or recognized, I guess. And then we only have 65 million in our cap, but so far in the postseason now, Slakowski now at 16 points, Suzuki with 15, Cole Caulfield with 14, Gooley, Lafreniere, and Benson now showing up as well. Cole Caulfield and Benson are both our goal scorers here with Suzuki. This is insane. Yeah, if I didn't have anything maxed out, it would be maxed out now. Oh, I don't even know if we played them in the regular season. This is the showdown in Canada, guys. East versus West, too. And nothing there. Danfus will be the guy that we pick. Yep. I guess bring more. And I guess Osgood as well. And probably I can't do Bergeron because he's a rival, so I won't do that. Ryan Miller. Should have done Sean Burke. Here's a team moving forward against them. Yeah, so we played them 3 times this year. 4-3 win, 6-3 loss, and then a 3-1 loss. So hopefully it's not more the same. 4-2 starting off. That is great. Cole Caulfield, Kasperi Kapanen, Zach Benson, and Matheson all getting the goals here. So we lead 1-0. So even if we end up losing this, which I'm not saying that there's any possibility that happens, but even if we end up losing this, it's still an amazing season. We end up going to a final. But let's see if we can break the curse now. 5-4 loss, probably an OT. Oh, Kapanen gets it. Jelma, Ylonen, and Gallagher. I guess it's because they shut down all our top players. No, defend him vigorously. Why would I critique my future star? Yeah, screw the media. Let's get this back. 5. All right, I'll criticize someone now. So down 2-1. Let me criticize them. get back, guys. 4-1. Now it's tied. It's going to game 7. I know it. All right, guys. This is what dreams are made of. 4-3 loss. Damn it. OT as well. Demidov showing up. Cole Caulfield, 2 goals, and then Broberg is the one that ends up destroying us in the playoffs. Why are they doing this? Who cares? We're gonna change our roster though, our lineup. Okay, looks like Massar is able to come back. So who do we have? Oh yeah, we had, but he's showing. Jelma's showing up though. He has 11 points. Do we really want to mess with that? I guess let's look at who's producing actually. This is very important towards the end. Summary, playoffs. We'll go based on grades. Owen back here sitting. Owen back sitting for where is he? For Massar. Massar is going to play instead of him. Hopefully this doesn't cost us. Oh yeah, we're going to have to redo it again. Oh, that's the annoying part. Oh, I thought I did this before. Alright, this is kind of annoying. We'll just negotiate everyone to come back. I thought I did it beforehand, but I apologize, I forgot to do it till now. Of course it ends up happening at the last game. Or second last game, because we're definitely going to win. Right, who doesn't think Montreal can come back in the last game? Wonder where Carolina ended up finishing, because they had our draft pick. I guess we could have probably had left the player as a 4th liner, but still wanted to bring up our rookies. So Kirby Doc, yeah, forgot his name for 2 seconds. Yeah, they really want us to do this right before we end up going to the last couple games. It's kind of annoying, especially when you're streaming this. Alright, all done. There's more. What the hell? Yeah, just watch, half of them are going to retire. They're all going to retire by the end of the season, and then completely ruin all this. Alright, let's do that. I don't know what that is. Too old. Alright, lineups. Alright, just pray. We can do this. 7-1 loss. And that's how it ends for us. So Klosky being the only one that ends up getting his points. And we'll take a quick look at who disappointed for the playoffs. No, but good run for everyone. There's not much we could have done. 19 points for Slakowski and Caulfield. So at least they're showing up when they need to now. And then yeah, even Benson showing up when we need it. So at least a good move for next year. We're gonna allow them to. Yeah, unfortunately they end up winning, and that's their 6th championship. Last one in the 1990s, so they beat their drought. Ours is just a couple seasons after, so hopefully we can manage to do that for us. But yeah, they beat us in Game 6. Not much we could have done, but still super impressive. I'm super happy by our team. And when you end up seeing us again, we'll be doing the draft and then any off-season acquisitions. Thanks everyone for watching. Until next time.